I wasn't really going to talk about this situation until I saw that this YouTuber had actually stole some of my ideas, so fuck you. I'm kidding, but in all seriousness, I do feel like it's a good point to discuss with YouTubers taking other people's ideas. Because as a YouTuber, I feel it's pretty obvious I've taken ideas from other people at points. But my entire channel isn't stealing people's ideas, if you get what I'm saying. There's inspiration here and there. There's videos that I see and want to make myself, so I decide to give my own perspective on them. But I never really sit down, see a video and go, I'd like to take this video, recreate it in the exact same way and re-upload it to my channel to make money. But that has happened with a YouTuber called TagSwag and Pegasus who called him out. So I'd like to go over this whole situation today, give my perspective on it, but I'm not really going to pretend that this situation is the end of the world like some people are making it out to be. At the end of the day, people are only talking about this because it's content to discuss, and I don't really frankly give a shit too much. Like, he stole my ideas, I don't care. But I feel like it is an interesting thing to discuss at its core, so I feel like I'd like to give my take. If you are new to my channel though, please do consider subscribing. I make videos every single day at 6 PM GMT, 1 PM EST. I've decided to make sure that I do keep up that schedule, so I'm going to be trying to upload even if it sacrifices my sleep schedule, because I really enjoy making videos, and as much as I love making videos, I feel like I haven't been making them or putting myself off of them for other ulterior things. So I'd like to sit down today, go through the whole thing. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. With that being said, let's get right into it. This situation has been going on for quite a while before anyone even discussed it. TagSwag had been taking the ideas of many different YouTubers, mainly Pegasus though, and re-uploading them basically in their full with the same thumbnails and titles to milk them for free money. And it's believed that this started when TagSwag stole a video idea from Pegasus and got 2 million views off of it. But Pegasus did make a video the other day, and he goes through the whole thing, explains his whole perspective on it, shows some evidence, makes some points, and as such I'd like to bring that up, and then I'll also go over TagSwag's response. So in Pegasus' video, he says the following.
The past few months have kind of been like this. It's kind of like a robber in your house, right? But you're watching him rob you for like 3 months, and you're like hoping you don't have to turn him into the police, like, hey, you've stolen like 50 grand now, maybe you can leave now and I don't report you. Nope, this guy just steal, and steal, keep stealing, completely shameless, zero integrity, doesn't stop. This guy's so much of a content theft that if I got cancer tomorrow and uploaded a video about it, this guy would magically contract cancer the next day and make a video about it.
I actually really like this point here because I feel like it's a perspective that not many people actually think about. When someone's stealing your ideas, they're effectively taking a percentage of your money from you if they're a YouTube channel of notable size. Because if someone sees their video instead of yours, you are actively going to lose money if someone clicks on their video and doesn't watch yours because of it. And by not responding to this, you are effectively just watching someone take your shit and not saying anything about it, which is why I think it's understandable that Pegasus would make a video calling shit out like this. Because while what TagSwag is doing is effectively legal, it's still a shitty thing to do, and I believe there is a valid reason to get pissed off at it. I believe the best way to break down exactly why what TagSwag is doing is wrong is to take the exact same situation and view it from an art perspective. If you were a digital artist who sold your artwork behind a paywall, and then one day someone else opens up a Patreon with the exact same artwork traced from your art page, but with slight alterations that make it a little bit different, a little bit more personalized, maybe a different style, maybe a different character, you'd be rightfully pissed off because they are effectively stealing your work, reposting it as their own, and profiting from it. And while it's a little bit different in this situation, the basics behind it is around about the same. You would be rightfully annoyed if someone was taking away your potential market and someone was actively profiting from work that was originally yours and that you did the groundworks for. So I feel like the argument that Pegasus makes is actually pretty accurate. If someone was stealing from you over and over and over, you should respond and call it out. So then the question really becomes how much of this work is actually being stolen from you. So let's listen to Pegasus examples.
Let's take a look at a couple of examples here, right? Here's a video from 2 days ago. And wow, the title seems familiar, and the thumbnail seems familiar as well. You've pretty much seen these exact same things on my channel. And wow, here we have the video from my channel. And honestly, at least this one has a little bit of effort, like he's changed the gotcha character and, you know, put some different text there. This is the most amount of effort he will ever do, but wait till you see the rest.
And yeah, immediately from the first example that Pegasus presents, you can understand why he'd be rightfully pissed off, because that is literally his work. work to the literal basics behind it. The whole of that thumbnail is styled the exact same way, the title is the same. He basically ripped off the idea, he stole the person's video, and in effect he could be affecting how their video is performing, how much money they're making, etc. because he stole their idea. He's actively damaging their channel's performance by stealing their ideas. And I feel that's comparable to what he did with one of my videos. I released a video that blew up a few months ago discussing some of the most cursed YouTube ads that I've seen in inspiration from a tweet that I saw by Saberspot. I made this video because I felt like it was a good criticism of YouTube and how they have a double standard between what they allow creators to do and what they allow their advertisers to publish on the platform, while also highlighting a clear issue with YouTube not reviewing the ads that they allow to be put on the platform, with some of the ads that could potentially appear on a child's device being just straight up porn. Now, if you watch that video, down to the way it's stylized, down to the images I present, you'll notice a very clear similarity, almost uncanny similarity, between that video and TagSwag's. Even the thumbnail image he uses is straight up an image used in one of my videos. Also, the titles are kind of similar, but I don't really care about that. And although this video does include some of his own posts that he's found or probably stole from another YouTuber, most of the posts within the video are just taken straight from my own video. And that's why I can understand where Pegasus is coming from, because in effect, TagSwag, a much bigger creator than me, the dude has 300k, I have 60k, has taken an idea that worked for me, taken a video that I was actually doing really well off, and stole it and re-uploaded it in hopes to take away some of the views from my video and put them on his own video, while barely adding anything to what my video was.
Wait a minute, I've seen this thumbnail before, guys. That's right, he didn't even wait 1 day, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, and he used the same thumbnail. This specific thing I was reacting to was like people faking disorders, and there was like 500 good thumbnails exactly like this one, but he had to choose this one.
And yeah, again, you're seeing where this is becoming a serious issue, because he's uploading this video a day after Pegasus's with the exact same thumbnail, and he's got half of Pegasus's channel size. That's going to do a major effect to how Pegasus videos perform, and if he's doing this frequently, which Pegasus presents multiple examples showing that he is, it's going to affect Pegasus's channel, it's going to affect Pegasus's earnings, and generally it's just a scummy thing to do. Like, is it really that hard to make your own video ideas? I mean, it's pretty easy. As someone who uploads daily, it's not a challenge to find something I want to talk about, to find something I can talk about while still providing a lot of myself without being boring, without being like the bare minimum every day. It's not that hard. Like, really, dude?
Exhibit C, wow, where did he get this thumbnail from? Wow, that's a really good idea, isn't it? There we have it, a video from my channel called The Worst Tweets Ever. Same thumbnail, waited a couple of hours, and boom, he's on it. Exhibit D, these kids are actually insane. Wow, Squid Game people. I wonder who came up with that thumbnail. Me.
The problem is that TagSwag has literally built a career off of stealing other people's ideas at this point. There's no originality in his channel, and as long as it continues to work for him, as long as he continues to make money from it, as long as his channel continues to remain profitable, he will continue stealing other people's ideas, doing the bare minimum to make that content his own, and then re-uploading it to make a bag. That shouldn't be something that people accept to be normal in YouTube. Like, there are examples where it's understandable, like Pancho made a bunch of videos on the vegan teacher. People stole that because it worked. You can steal one topic from someone. You can steal a few topics from someone, as long as your literal career isn't based off of seeing what they posted that day, loading up Audacity, spitting into your mic about what they said, repeating basically what they said verbatim, and then printing it out to make cash. This must be some kind of money laundering scheme. Like, imagine bro just redraws the Mona Lisa or any other famous painting every so often and just claims it as his own. Obviously, that's a bit exaggerated, it's a bit different than literal plagiarism, but I guess a more accurate example would be if they redrew the Mona Lisa in a slightly different style and then resold it. But you get what I'm trying to say with that point.
Listen, it's okay to take inspiration. It's okay to even take a thumbnail from a year ago, alright? I don't care. Take it once, take it twice, take it even 5 times. But what I'm about to show you is completely and utterly ridiculous. Like, the content is the same, the titles are the same, the thumbnails are the same, and I'm just gonna show you some screenshots of his newest videos over the past couple of months, and then I'll show you a screenshot of how many of those videos he's copied from me. Here we have a screenshot of the videos tab from his channel, and let's just see how many of these are actually copied from me. Now, if you watch my channel pretty regularly, you would recognize these titles and thumbnails a lot. We got that, all of this. And I'm being pretty lenient here because I could have circled the rest as well, because the Gen Z thing, I literally started that. Like, I was just like, alright, Gen Z is cringe, and then I saw that worked, so I kept on doing enjoying it, so that's obviously taken inspiration from me. This is pretty much a super fan that watches every single one of my videos, but then is a scumbag of a fan and completely rips me off. And the thing is, the videos that I've not circled, he's just copied from someone else. This guy has zero originality, so if he's not copying from me, he's copying from someone else.
It is unacceptable for the majority of your content every single day to be someone else's work that you've stolen from them. At that point, if you didn't exist, it wouldn't change anything. Your content hasn't added anything at all. You are literally just them, but worse every single day. And that's why this issue is so bizarre, because it's really not that hard to make your own videos. I didn't even know it was possible to copy this much content and somehow get away with it and grow an audience. I imagine that TagSwag's channels that your audience also watches page is just Pegasus, only Pegasus, which is insane. At that point, you were effectively damaging someone else's career. At that point, you were a literal leech. And I think I said too much. I'm probably gonna lose the TagSwag follow now. And ironically, watch my Twitter following and I bet you it's gone tomorrow.
There should not be these many circles on this screenshot. There's more copied stuff than there's things that he's not copied. And even the things that he's not copied, as I said, he's copied from someone else.
Holy shit. I thought I'd leave this clip in, even though I didn't need to, because fucking hell, just look at how much videos he's stolen.
Now, I know what your first instinct is, right? You might be asking, why don't you just copy strike him? Well, he's skating by the rules. Like, unless you literally go to my channel and download my video and re-upload my video to your channel, like with my audio and my gameplay and everything, then I can't copy strike someone for this. Like, even though he's taken every single title, thumbnail, and the actual content of the video, like, all of these videos that he's copied, even the content is copied, which I'll show you in a second. Like, even the posts that I'm looking at are in the same order, the same gameplay, sometimes the same language, mannerisms, and jokes. This is a complete and utter psychopath of a fan. But because of the reason that he's not using my voice and he's using his own voice, that's all it takes apparently, and you can't really do anything about it.
Well, in my personal opinion, I think YouTube should be like that. You shouldn't be allowed to strike someone else down who is at the end of the day making their own content, including their own voice, including their own editing, because at the end of the day, that is their own work. It isn't your video, it isn't your voice, it isn't your content. But that doesn't mean that it's not fucked up and it's not wrong to do. I don't think you should strike him down, Pegasus. I feel like that would be generally a shitty thing to do too, but I do think that it is pretty acceptable to call him out, to go, what the fuck, bro? Like, back off, this is my work that you're stealing. I just don't think that copyright should be, if this guy has the same video as me, I should be able to take it down, because I feel like that's a slippery slope to people just taking down any videos that are similar to theirs or have the same topics, and I generally don't think it should be like that. I feel like more this is just something that people should call them out for until they stop or just accept that they're gonna do it, and as long as people are aware of it, it is what it is. If someone continues to enjoy that content, that's just on them. But of course, TagSwag had to make a response, and in a perfect world, the response from TagSwag would be to make the exact same video as Pegasus on himself, just re-upload it the same way he's done to all of Pegasus's other videos. If anything, I'd actually applaud him for that. That would be fucking hilarious. But he decided to not do that and make an actual response, so let's watch it.
So first point I kind of want to start off with, the content on social media. It's free for anybody's use. Like, I can go on social media, find an Instagram post or a Twitter post, and give my take on it.
I agree with what you're saying, because the argument here isn't legality, it's morality. Is it morally acceptable for you to be stealing someone's work every single day, whether you're technically allowed to or not, and re-uploading it to your channel? And the answer is no. So while you may think that this argument is about whether it's legally okay for you to do it, or the fact that content online is free to use, most people's issue is the fact that you're doing it not because they're debating whether it's legal, but because it's morally wrong for you to steal someone else's content and re-upload it as your own every single day, while actively damaging their own channel and putting no effort into your own content. It's slimy, it's leechy, and it's a shitty thing to do. So the internet's images being free for you to use isn't the point people are making, and it's not the issue people have. The issue is your motives behind it, the issue is your damage to other people's channel, and the issue is the fact that you seem to think it's acceptable to steal someone else's videos almost every day, with almost every one of their videos, with the majority of your content consisting of their content re-uploaded with your voiceover.
Did I get ideas and get inspired by his channel? Yeah, I'm a subscriber of his channel, and I use some of the ideas that he makes videos on.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call you out on your bullshit for that one, because what you're doing isn't getting inspirational ideas from him. It's plagiarizing his videos almost every single day, copying his homework, but trying to make it a little bit different so no one notices, and absolutely failing with absolutely everyone noticing. You aren't getting inspiration, you're copying him verbatim. You're stealing his work.
But however, even though I use ideas from Pegasus's channel, other people's channels, whatever, that's kind of the landscape we're in. Like, this commentary community that we're in, we all use ideas from each other.
Again, there's a difference between using each other's ideas and me watching a Tom Dark video and just saying the same shit again over Doom gameplay with the same screenshots.
Now, at least what I think is, I think this could have been handled much differently. I just feel like it's not really as big of a situation as he's making it out to be in this video.
Bro, for months and months you've been stealing basically all of his videos verbatim and re-uploading them to your channel with half his size. He has a valid reason to be mad. He has a valid reason to make a video calling this out, and I understand why he would respond to this shit by making a video, because you haven't stopped, you've continued doing it. As he said, it's like watching someone rob you and just expecting them to disappear without you saying anything or reporting them. It is actually insane for you to be saying that he's in any way blowing this out of proportion, because he's rightfully upset that you've been doing this for months. If you'd done this for a week or two, I'd understand you saying that he's blowing it out of proportion, but this has been months of his work, where the majority of it you are just plagiarizing. What the fuck?
Like, I like his content and everything, you know, I'm a fan of his channel, and of course I don't want beef with him, I want this to be settled. I just think he was making a bigger deal out of it than it should have been.
Whatever, dude, just hold the L, stop doing this shit to other people, move on. I don't really care anymore. I'm not gonna pretend to give more of a shit about this situation than I actually do. Thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It would be highly appreciated, as these videos are a lot of work at the end of the day, and I do them alongside college, everything else in my life, so it is appreciated if you would support me for doing that. Thank you for 65k subs. Can't wait to hit 100k in the next 2 years, which is our goal. At 100k, I am gonna give you this little Easter egg, this little teaser now. At 100k subs, there will be hopefully an upwards of 1 hour to maybe even 2 hour video going over a series that I really love. I hope you're excited for that, because I'm putting a lot of work on it. I'm starting it now, months before I hit the goal, because this video is going to be a nightmare to produce, and I do hope you enjoy it when it comes out. Thank you for watching again. Feel free to check out my Twitter down below if you'd like to see my opinions before they get made into videos, or if they don't get made into videos. I say a lot more over there than I get to say on these videos. Thanks for watching again. I know I've said it 3 times. God, I really have an addiction to saying thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me. I'm a stylish guy. Spend a little guap with a nigga like me. We can catch a fly. Says she wanna rock with a nigga like me.